Welcome back, everyone. Today we're checking out a game called Weird Fishes. I know, it's a weird name. But yeah, it's a visual novel and it looks kind of cool. There's supposed to be 3 different endings, and I don't know how hard it is to get each ending or what it's going to be like. Chapter 1, Jonah. A carp in the middle of the forest. Poor thing. It's agonizing. Better to finish it off. Leave it be. The beast shall take care of her. It's not much further to the manor. Straight on. Straight on. I'm lost. Straight on. You just keep going straight. You'll find your way out eventually. Not on the right path. Turn back. I'll find my way back eventually. There are no others. Go right. Straight on. Not this way. Okay. Why don't you just tell me where to go? Go left. Straight on. I found my way back. Straight on. Ah, so pretty. The manor. To the manor! I must have left 1,000 years ago now. What? The walls are gnawed by plants. Is there anybody inside? The door's open. No one's here to welcome me? Where's my sister? To the pond. What do you mean 1,000 years? Was that just like, you haven't been here in forever? That child. I think I know him. That is Jonah, my nephew. Get closer to the child. Why was that red right there? Jonah? Don't you recognize me? I'm your uncle, Jonah. I left. It was a long time ago. Jonah's looking at something in the pond. It's like he doesn't hear me. Look in the pond. It's a nice carp. Put your hand on Jonah's shoulder. Sir? Emilio? I'm afraid I don't recognize you, sir. I'd be grateful if you would refrain from bothering the young master. You don't recognize me, do you, sir? It's me, Joseph. Master Joseph? Is it really you? Oh, sir, I do sincerely apologize. You've been gone for so long. Have I changed that much? Alas, sir, I'm afraid that's not what it's about. Time has played a very nasty trick on me. My sight is not what it used to be. To tell you the truth, I'm blind. Look at my eyes, sir. Do you have a fish in your eye? I think something has made a home out of these tired eyes, alas. Is that a carp? Do you have a little baby carp in your eye? Poor Emilio. Please don't have pity on me, sir. I'm just an old man. Save your sorrow for the manor, sir. Sometimes I thank the Lord for sparing me the pain of seeing a house I love fall into such ruin. This young lad, is he my nephew? That is correct, sir. Master Jonah is the son of Madame Elizabeth and Sir Leon. He's an intelligent, inquisitive young man. Unfortunately, he lacks the ability to speak. That is how the Lord decided it. I'm looking after him while your sister rests. To tell you the truth, sir, she hardly ever leaves her bedroom. Sir Leon, for his part, is completely consumed by his studies. Elizabeth. I'm afraid, sir, that your sister is going a little overboard. She seems unable to remember things properly. You'll find her in her quarters. Your visit perhaps will rouse her from her torpor. I'd accompany you if I could, but I'd have to look after the young master. It's nice to see you again, Emilio. Your coming home is a blessing, sir. Talk to Jonah. Alas, sir, the young master's as mute as a fish. Look at the pond. Yeah, let's look deep in the pond again. Same thing, same carp, doing carp things. By the way, these look like Like koi, not really carp. I gotta be honest though, I don't. If someone said, "Hey, think of a carp," I wouldn't, because I don't know what a carp looks like. So, to the manor. Let us go to the manor. To the pond, to the manor. It's so quiet. To the manor. Footsteps. Missed the boat, mate. I'm saying you're too late. I don't understand. The old man says he doesn't need anything anymore. I bet they're completely broke. The friggin' manor's fallen to ruin. Soon the whole family will be begging. They'll still have fish to eat, I guess. I don't know what accent I'm throwing on, but I'm doing something. I'm part of this family. I've never seen you around. You remind me of someone, though. Ah, you must be Elizabeth's brother, Joseph, ain't you? You're back from your travels. I've heard about you. Where are Leon and Elizabeth? Your brother-in-law's in his study. I've been there. As for your sister, I don't know, don't care, mate. You're right to leave. You're wrong to come back. As far as I'm concerned, I won't be back. Who are you? Who were you? Are you a fisherman? What do you mean? He went through the forest. Okay. The smell of fish is dreadful. Plants are loosening the stones and threatening the entire edifice. How could my sister and her husband have fallen into such a situation? There's quite a lot of plants. Like, I get outside being overgrown, but inside? To the living room? To the dining room? All I remember of my time in this room are sad, monotonous meals, punctuated by kerfuffles. To the kitchen. Down to the cellar. I don't know why. That cellar always made my blood run cold. Seems endless. You know what? We'll go back to the kitchen. No need to go in there. Let's go upstairs, talk to Elizabeth and, brother-in-law. I forgot his name. Leon? No. It started with an L, didn't it? That's my old bedroom. Enter my old bedroom. I do not remember ever being happy. Another book lies on the bedside table. The Insider, author unknown. Read the book. I don't have the time to read at the moment. I guess that's true. That makes sense. I mainly meant look at the book. Maybe see if there's anything written in the margins. You're the one who did it. So, I don't know. It's my sister Elizabeth's bedroom. Enter. Leon's study. So I was right. It was Leon. Jesus. Really smashing on that door. Elizabeth. Enter. I'm coming. Hello, sister. Ah, fish. What's with the fish? You're back already. The mirror. Someone told me that it grants wishes. Can't remember who. Can't remember. I'm losing my memory. You seem to remember me, at least. In my memory, you were always here. You remember our father? No. Me neither. He vanished with the others. Oh. I've been through this before. Have you ever heard that feeling, my brother? Of course. That's common. Doctors call this a déjà vu, an echo. They say it's caused by fatigue. The events you perceive are lost along the way. They end up in the part of your brain intended for memories. You're seeing things for the first time, yet you think you've seen them before. What's that got to do with you? Yes? Elizabeth? If you felt like that all the time, how would you keep your memories separate from the present? I live in an eternal pastime. Or an eternal past. Someone told me that this mirror grants wishes. Okay, well, there's something in the mirror. Yes, some carp. Although I can't remember why. What the shit is going on? You really believe the mirror grants wishes? That's what someone said to me. I can't remember who. Maybe it was your husband, Leon? Oh, Leon. I'm so sad he died. Oh, I just accidentally right-clicked and that opened that. Leon is dead? Oh my, you didn't know? I'm so sorry. What happened? He was murdered. I'm so sorry, sister. Well, it's in the past now, I think. And Jonah? Who? Your son. Oh, Jonah. Thought you meant the carp. You've seen him? Yes. So you've seen how good-looking he is. And so curious. I must introduce you to him. Or him to you. Come now. He's in the cellar. What? He's outside. Or are you saying the carp is... Oh. Elizabeth? You're back already? Let's get out. It'll do you good. You should go meet Leon. He's in his study. What the shit? I'm leaving. I'm leaving the room because talking to you is pointless. So what the hell is going on here? Leon studies at the end of the corridor. Enter the study. Man, I really fucking smash on doors. Leon? Well. Leon? Not now. Leon, how old are you? Wait. That looks like a turtle. That looks like a turtle, too. Look, Joseph. Fascinating, is it not? So you're not dead. Dead? No, I don't think so. Look, Joseph. That's incredible. Are these carp? Not just any carp, Joseph. Those are quite singular. Believe me, it took me a while. Alas, those ones are dead, but the ones I'm breeding in the pond, oh, those are very much alive. That's all very nice, but... Very nice? Very nice! You don't get it. That's a revolution. You're right, I don't get it. Just imagine, Joseph, the potential of these carp. The repercussions are beyond imagination. It's the beginning of a new era. What's so special about them? I'm gonna tell you, Joseph. These carp. They're speaking, Joseph. They're speaking. Listen. I don't hear a thing. Of course you can't hear a thing. Those carp are dead, just like I told you. But the ones outside in the pond, oh, they're talking. They speak, Joseph, just like you and me. I've spent so many days, so many nights. I was about to give up, Joseph. I swear, I was about to give up. But in the end, they talk. What do they talk about? Fantastic things, Joseph. This is a breakthrough of a century. Aha, aha. Anyway, you arrived just in time, and I apologize for my behavior. You caught me by surprise in the most important moment of my life. I'm forgetting my manners. I'm happy to see you. You must be exhausted. Did your journey go well? Yeah, sure. Great. I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw you away, but I have work to do. Leon, wait. What is it now? I saw my sister, Leon. Your sister? Oh, Elizabeth. She thinks you're dead. Ah, well, I'm not. Believe me, Joseph, I'm as alive as it gets. Then. That's just exhaustion. Your sister is just a bit tired. What are you talking about? What is anyone talking about here? The doctors say she's fine. Physically, at least. Don't lose sleep over it. The moment I've finished with these carp, we're going on a vacation. A bit of fresh air will put wind in our sails. Mountain, maybe? Or the ocean. Yes, a breath of sea life. What was that? Came from the pond. My carps. Quick, follow me. I heard something. It came from the pond. Jonah, my carps. Young master. Young master, I think he's right behind you right there. Young master, where are you? Oh yeah, he's blind as shit. Jonah. Thank God, madam, you're here. Jonah, my carps. Is he bleeding? Jonah? He seems fine. God, I keep accidentally clicking. My little dove. Thank God. He's perfectly fine. He seems hurt. Where? He was hurt. No, it's not now yet. That's so sad. I cannot explain, madam. I was right here. Leon. Slow down, I don't understand. It's quite simple, though. How so? Oh, sorry, dear, I wasn't talking to you. To whom, then? I'm the only one around here. Yes, yes, of course. What? That's rubbish. He's just a child. Stop it. I will not. That's madness. Leon? Dear God. Move away from the pond. What's going on? Quickly. Are they just like a million carp jumping out? Ooh, chapter 2, the forest. Well, Amelia, don't let Jonah play near the water again, will you? Very well, sir. The pond is not safe. I understand, sir. Excuse me. What the hell was that? The carps, they belong here after all. I'd recommend avoiding the pond for the time being. Madam, Sir Jonah could use a bit of toilet right now. Does he? Oh, Emilio, please forgive me for mocking you earlier. I was so scared. You did not mock me, madam. Really? You truly have a heart of gold, Emilio. I am flattered, madam. I should have married you. I'm just doing my best, madam. Joseph, let me introduce you properly. Jonah, your nephew. Jonah, this is Joseph, your uncle. I don't like this. I don't like this kid. Now, if you excuse me. Ah, Master Joseph, sorry you had to see how far this family has fallen from grace. It's nothing less than a curse. If you'll excuse me. The shit do I do? Do I go to the forest? This chapter is called The Forest. Damn, how far in can I go? Is it? Am I just going in circles? feel like I'm going in circles. Yeah, okay, I'm just going back to the manor. Should I go to the pond and just look? Don't waste your time trying to reason with them. They're away with the fairies. What does that mean? What does that mean? Go to the living room? Music room? Pierre Lunaire. An automaton invented by my brother-in-law a long time ago. It can play music. Get closer to Pierre Lunaire. Oh, I do apologize, Master Joseph. I did not hear you coming. Are you a lover of dodecaphony? Indeed, my favorite. It must be so beautiful to love. I do not understand music. I can only play. Oh, would you like to hear a ritornello of my own composition? I do. That's kind of you. So? It's interesting. Thanks. Oh, would you like to try? I do. Try to focus. Very nice. Another one. You have a gift for dodecaphonic music. Pierre, I apologize for not knowing you existed in this house. But you're now my favorite person here. Everyone else kind of sucks. A carp. They're everywhere. A curse it is. It's a tragedy, sir. I'm afraid Madam's losing her mind. It's a curse, that is, alas, not an unusual one in your family, sir. Not an unusual one? Those are ancient stories, sir, none of which you may find relevant. Tell me more. Are you sure you really want to know, sir? It's a long story. Yeah. Very well, sir. The year was 1654. The house was inhabited by Sir Leopold and Madame Josephine, two of your ancestors. As your father may have already told you, the manor was built by one of your ancestors, a wine merchant and a ship owner. His affair with the West India Company made him so obscenely rich that he decided to settle in this region. Alas, sir, your ancestor did not enjoy the manor for long, as he died of consumption a few months after moving in. Jericho, his son, inherited the property, although he didn't live there long either. He left for the army and never came back. So it was, as you know, the younger branch that inherited the property. In 1612, Joachim, I assume that's how you say it, Joachim set about major renovations, had an entire wing knocked down and a large cellar dug out. Even today, no one's ever had the courage to inspect every nook and cranny, and this cellar remains full of mystery. At least that's what the stories say. One thing led to another. Bad rumors started spreading about the manor. The illness of Joachim and Isabel's two children, carried off by the childhood fever, did nothing to quell the slander. You know the superstitions that are rife in these days. There was nevertheless some truth in it. The disease must have been contagious, since it also took a young servant girl in June 1612. Joachim's wife, Elise, complained of great weakness. The year 1618 was a sad one, sir, and it took Joachim and Juliana, one of his daughters, with it. Over the years, Elise contracted a sort of light madness that troubled her all her life. She spent the next few years confined to her room, sometimes not going out for months. Her sister Marie, who was not married, took the opportunity to move in and keep the manor house in order. It wasn't an easy task, one of the servants having left the manor, spreading all sorts of rumors. She spoke to whoever might listen of an unnatural stench in the manor. It didn't take much to give this place a bad reputation across the region. For several years, the fishermen in the area carefully avoided the place to the point of forgetting its existence. They were surprised to discover in 1632 that the 50-year-old Elise had given birth to a daughter. Josephine grew up in this way hidden from view, while her mother, afflicted with a growing illness, screamed in terror in her sleep. Oh, what a trying time young Josephine must have had, sir. Her mother complained did not stop delirious and convulsing for hours while young girl was being educated by her aunt. This education nevertheless bore fruits. In 1650, the manor received 2 blessings. Josephine, now a beautiful woman, married a young Leopold, and old Elise died. God's grace seemed to be back on the manor, which was regaining its splendor year after year. Alas, sir, the reprieve did not last long. Marie, without anyone noticing, had developed a great attachment to Josephine. This attachment was, it seems, far too strong. She and Leopold were always quarreling. The tempers flared to such an extent that Leopold finally demanded the old stepmother's departure. The tragedy, as you already know, occurred on July 1654. Driven mad with jealousy and despair, unable to bear the idea of living alone far from Josephine and Marie poisoned the couple. After drugging them, she performed certain macabre ceremonies that were reported in the newspaper. It should be noted, however, that the writings from that time greatly exaggerated the repulsive nature of these scenes. After keeping Josephine and Leopold asleep for several days, Marie decided to take her own life. She dragged the 2 lovers with her into the cellar and walled herself up alive to stay with them forever. At least that's what it says in the letter she left behind. As you can imagine, the bodies in that vast cellar were never found. Those were sad times for the manor, sir. It took a long time. I'm sorry, sir. I'll try to invent a shorter one next time. Yeah, you do that. Who's there? Where are you? I'm just not. I just don't say anything, and he forgets. Leon. He's talking about the cops, sir. I must admit, that's really extraordinary. I hope one day someone else will be able to hear them. That would be quite the discovery. You instantly forget who I am. Can you hear them? Master Leopold pretends they're talking. I did hear whispering. If I may, you've been very lucky, sir. I'm not afraid to say I've quite an ear. However, these cops remain absolutely silent when I have the audacity to listen to them. And even if they were to speak, I'm convinced they would only do so in the most despicable way. Despicable way? Those cops are extremely aggressive. Since they invested in the pond, there have been no other fish. Thank God they don't have teeth. I'm sure they'd bite us. Don't say anything. Cool. Can I go to the cellar? Why can't I go to the cellar? Was it in the living room I could? I thought... Is it because he's in there he won't let me go to the cellar? Yeah, let's enter. Elizabeth? I'm entering. You're back already? Yes. Perfect. Did you make a wish? No. In the mirror, silly. You remember? No. Me neither. How did it go? The song? Oh, yes. Look at he's doing weird shit in there. Once there was a dove? Yes, once there was a dove who looked at everything from above. Dove, poor dove. Then it found a mirror? Yes, I remember. But when she found a mirror, old and dusty, she rubbed it, hoping to admire his beauty. Dove, poor dove. And then the mirror... It started glowing. You know it, but it started glowing. And promised her anything, dove, poor dove. She wished for peace in the world. She kindly wished for peace in the world, and she felt asleep, pronouncing the words. And when she finally opened her eyes, everyone was gone. She soon realized, dove, poor dove. The moral of the song, is it over soon? The moral of the song, it's that you have to be careful of all those who promise you gifts, for behind the wishes, big or tiny, often lies a silent evil genie. Life is not unlike that song. It's often filled with illusions. When Jonah was in my belly, I sang him this song. I wonder if it gives him nightmares. Who knows? Again? Jonah. Jonah. What's going on? What's going on here? Is her reflection staying in there? What was that? Jonah. Jonah, he's gone. How? He vanished. Where were you, Emilio? I came as fast as my legs would carry me, sir. Where's Jonah? I thought he was with you, madam. He's in the forest. God damn it, I don't know why, but I accidentally just keep clicking right. Like, the weight of my finger is pressing it. In the forest? Surely I'd have hear it, sir. I was right next to the pond. Makes no sense at all. I saw him in the mirror. In the mirror? Emilio, didn't you hear anything in the pond? Other than carp, nothing at all, sir. If you'll excuse me. I'd recommend avoiding the bedroom for the time being. If you'll excuse me. Can I just go to the cellar and see what the fuck's in there? I knew something tragic was bound to happen. I knew it. Go to my old bedroom real quick. See if I can do anything in there. Read the book. The book looks thick. Am I sure I want to read it now? Yes. The Insider. Unknown author. Unhappy is he whom the memories of childhood bring only fear and sadness. Wretched is he who looks back upon lone hours in the vast and dismal chambers. Cursed is he who only knows twilight, groves of grotesque, gigantic, and vine-encumbered trees. Outside under the dark, mute trees, I would often lie and dream for hours. There was no sun nor moon, nor was there any sky or stars. Someday, maybe a night, I'll try to escape from the forest. As I went farther, the shade grew denser, the air more filled with brooding fear. So I ran frantically back, at lest I lose my way in the labyrinth of nighted silence. I know not where I was born. The manor was infinitely old and infinitely horrible, full of dark passages to the forest. Am I still reading? The stones seemed hideously damp, and there was an accursed smell. I must have lived in this place for years, yet I do not know how to measure time. I have no memory of a human voice in all those years, not even my own. The only voice I can hear sometimes seemed to come from the depths of the ground beyond that cursed cellar. On the vaults, the eye found only night and cobwebs. The wind was silent. Sometimes, from the depths of my dark nights, I dreamed of the cellar. In my dreams, its rotten doors and atrocious corridors whispered my name. To the cellar? I have no memory of knowing anyone else. My first conception of an animated being resembles a caricature of myself, deformed, reduced, rotting like the manor itself. To me, there was nothing grotesque in the bones and skeletons that strode some of the stone's crypt. My companions were the noiseless rats and bats and spiders. Yet even in my most despairing nightmares, never had I dared to descend the deepest depths of that cellar. The laughter that emanated from within had more than once deterred me. Finally, I resolved to fathom its depths, even if it meant my demise. Better to follow those hideous voices, even unto death, than to live haunted by the silence of the manor. In the damp twilight, I trod upon the worn stone steps of centuries past. Dreadful, ghastly were these lifeless stones with their astonished bats whose silent wings I stirred. This could keep going straight. Even more dreadful and harrowing was the slowness of my progression. No matter how hard I searched and searched again for an exit, the darkness did not lighten. A new terror grew within me, that which inspired by the cursed and venerable decay. Shivers shook me, and I wonder why I could not reach the bottom. Had I dared, I would have looked over my shoulder. I imagined that the night had fallen suddenly upon me. In vain, with my hand, I groped to try to find the frame of a door or wall. At last, after several eternities spent wandering, my head struck something hard. I realized I had reached the bottom, or at least some walls. Still in the dark, I raised a hand and felt the obstacle. I noticed it was made of stone, immutable. Finally, after relentless searching, my hand felt the obstacle move in one spot. My arms pushed desperately against the slab, or the door, in a delirious effort. Gathering my meager strength, I succeeded after an endless struggle in shifting the stone. Once my hands had slipped to the other side of the surface, I realized my quest was over. The slab served as a door and provided access to a chamber with finely sculpted walls. It was certainly an antechamber or a vast waiting and hall. Imagining myself at a prodigious distance from the manor, I rose heavily and searched the night. All that I found, though, were vast, deep shelves of marble bearing bones and skulls. Then unexpectedly, my hands came upon a doorway where hung a portal of wood. I made an attempt. Jesus, I always click that, man. Made an attempt at opening it. It was firmly stuck. Whoosh. In a supreme burst of will, I overcame all obstacles and dragged it open. As I did, so there came to me the purest ecstasy I've ever known. For, shining tranquilly through the grating of iron, was the radiant full moon which I had never before seen save in dreams. Slowly I emerged from the gloom onto soft grass and path of freshly turned soil. I had never known the scent of such nature, the silence of such a night. Was I at last, after all these eternities, really out of the manor? I look around to grasp the expanse in which I found myself. It was then that I saw it. My eyes acclimated to the half-light. I looked at the stone that stood in front of the door I had come out of. Unhappily is he who wakes from too long a sleep. Wretched is he, still numb, who opens his eyes for the second time. What I read on the stone, what I read on the grave, it was my own name. What an awful book. I love that. Okay. So we want to go downstairs. I guess I go to the forest? Pierre, do you know what happened? Would you like to hear a ritornello of my own composition? Sure, I'll listen to it again. That's kind of you. Dun dun dun. So interesting. Thanks. Oh, would you like to try? I prefer not to. You're absolutely right. This is rubbish. Nope, it's not rubbish. I guess I should have tried. Sir? Emilio. I've looked everywhere in the manor, sir. Master Jonas is nowhere to be found. You're blind. Thanks for your help, Emilio. It's a tragedy. Your sister's in the garden. Perhaps she was luckier than we were. I guess I haven't been in the garden. Are you ready? For our trip to the forest. To the forest? Of course. Are you ready? Sure. Good. To the forest. This time, don't get lost. Be careful. Where are we going? Into the forest. Don't you remember? Shit, no. Me neither. I'll show you the way. First, it's on the right. I think so. Then you have to go left. No, I think it was to the right. Voila. There, that's right. Straight on. I'm pretty sure. Straight on. Okay, do you know where you're going? Of course. We're nearly there. Oh, I've been reading a book. Good for you. It was the story of Jonah. Jonah? Yes, it's a strange story. God asked Jonah to go to Nineveh to announce that the city was going to be razed to the ground. The people of Nineveh were not wise in the eyes of God. Jonah decided he didn't care. He disobeys God and leaves on a boat. Oh, Jonah and the fish? Finally, the boat is caught in a storm and the sailors threw Jonah overboard. A whale swallows Jonah for 3 days and 3 nights. When he comes out, Jonah's changed his mind. He leaves for Nineveh and announces the destruction. Finally, the people of Nineveh repent and God decides to spare them. And Jonah? He must be relieved. Not at all. He's furious. God didn't do what he said. Jonah's very angry. In the end, God explains that we must forgive. That's all. Is that all? Yes, but I think there's a hidden meaning to this story. You have to read between the lines. Hidden meaning. Of course, God made a man in his own image. Selfish, coward, evil. I didn't know you read. I live in an eternal past. I have to keep busy. Joseph? Elizabeth? Where are you? I can't see you anymore. I'm literally here. What are you saying? I'm here? Ah, I hear your voice. Don't move. Do not move. Here. Can you see me? No. I'm on the left. No, right. Joseph? There's someone. What are you saying? Someone's there. I can't hear you. I think it's... Is it Jonah? Jonah? There he is. Joseph. Jonah. Can you hear me? The fuck is that face? Oh my god, it clicked again. We're just staring at each other. Ta. Ta ta ta. Talk. Did I just get murdered? Can you hear me, Joseph? Joseph? He's here. I found him. Where is he? Thank goodness, sir, you're here. Doesn't look well. It's just a bit of exhaustion. It's a tragedy. He'll be alright with a bit of rest. What am I looking at? Chapter 3, The Cliff. Okay, well, I don't think I got murdered. Leon? Where are you? I'm in the cellar. What are you doing in the cellar? Leon? Almost there. Leon, hurry. It hurts. I think he's coming. It's wonderful. Master Leon, I think you should come back. I only need a minute. Emilio, please help me. He's here, he's coming. Push, madam, push. He's here, your son's here. I'm so exhausted. It's a blessing, madam. Leon? Elizabeth? Leon? Where are you? Over here. What is this place? The cave. The cave? Yes, at the end of the cellar. Come. Is that you? Yes. You were calling me? Yes. Why is that? So that you may come. Who are you? Elizabeth, in the mirror. Yes, you have to meet me on that side. What are you talking about? You're on the wrong side. The wrong side? Yes, I don't understand. You are on the wrong side where you don't understand. You wish to understand, you must come. Here you'll understand all things. Ask the carps. They'll explain everything. The carps? Of course. They don't speak. They do on that side. They talk? Of course. They'll explain everything. Everything. Everything you wish. Time, space. On that side, you'll understand all things. Time? Everything you wish. You have to come. Is it a dream? On that side, you'd know. Elizabeth. Yes? I'm waiting for you. Our son, he's born. He is here too. What the shit is going on? That's impossible. Not on that side. What do you want? I'm not the one who wants. It's impossible. Elizabeth. What shall I do? Enter the mirror? Well, that's the only choice I got. Elizabeth? You have awakened. Aren't you tired? No. You'll feel better after a good meal. What happened? Little discomfort, nothing serious. Are you hungry? No. You gotta force yourself. I had a dream. A dream? Do you remember? Yes, lucky you, I always forget mine. For a few seconds after waking up, I can still remember, and then a few moments later, the dream's gone. I forget it completely. Sometimes a person I see or an object I look at during the day will remind me a bit of my dream. Do you get that feeling too? Sometimes. It's very strange. Leon. Yes? Speak. Elizabeth? She's resting. How is she? She's tired. She needs to rest. Ah. Finally. Eat. Eat while it's hot. It's good, isn't it? Wine, Amelia, wine. How are you? I'm fine. Did you know the Carp have some very interesting theories? About space, about time. Space. Have you ever wondered what's at the end of a microscope, Joseph? And beyond the universe, Carp have theories. They think that if we could see far enough with a microscope, what we would see would be ourselves. By looking under the atom, we would end up discovering a universe, and in this universe, we'd find us systems and planets. We would then see in one of these systems, on one of these planets, someone ourselves bent over a microscope. It's a loop. At least that's what they think. Amelia, wine for the drinkers. What on earth, Amelia? I'm sorry, sir. I'll clean it up. Be careful. I'm so sorry. I mean, he is blind. I don't know what to tell you. We'll find him. I saw a creature. Where? In the forest. In the forest. Well, we combed it thoroughly to find you, believe me. We saw no creature. Shadows and branches can sometimes stimulate the imagination. Eat. I don't want to eat your gross, weird fish. I'm not hungry anymore. You're wrong. There's nothing like a good meal. We'll soon find him. Don't worry. Elizabeth? I didn't think you'd come down, my sweet. Please sit down. Isn't Jonas here? Did you sleep well? I had a dream. A dream, yes. Madam. That's awful, Emilio. I did my best, madam. Please excuse me. Really? Poor Emilio. Joseph is right. That's no way to talk to the poor Emilio. You can go, Emilio. How are you, Elizabeth? Can't remember. We're gonna find Jonas. Or Jonah. He's in my room playing with the mirror. We're all tired. Emilio, wine. Y'all are a bunch of crazy fucking people, man. I shouldn't have came to this manor. I should as soon as things were weird, I should have just dipped out and left. I'm sorry, madam. It's difficult for me. I'm blind. Are you blind? Alas, madam. Poor Emilio. Well, Joseph, why don't you tell us about your travels instead? You must have seen some beautiful things over there. It was fabulous. Ah, lucky you. Have you seen many cities? You're very cheerful, Elizabeth. Yes. Tell us all about it, Joseph. Have you been to any museums? Of course. How I envy you. You must have such a good time. Fortunately, my research never gave me the chance to travel. But we're going to change that. As soon as... we will go on a trip. What do you think, Elizabeth? On a trip? I don't know. Don't remember any trip. Emilio, some wine. Jesus Christ. That's not funny. Yes, funny as it is. More wine, Emilio, more wine. More wine. That's funny. More wine, Emilio. No. You can go, Emilio. Now that's enough. Elizabeth, you're behaving behaving very badly towards this poor Emilio. Really? I don't remember. How convenient. It's not her fault. Stay out of this, Joseph. Elizabeth, I know we're all very tired. If you can't behave yourself, you can go to your room and rest. In my room? Are you my father? Whose father are you anyways? What do you mean? Where's Jonah, Leon? Suddenly you remember he exists. Yes, I remember, Leon. Oh, yes. Of course I remember. I remember everything. I remember you sold him to the carp. What are you saying? Where's Jonah, Leon? Where's Jonah? I don't know any more than you do. You're quite right about that. In fact, you know a lot less than I do. Ask the carp, Leon. They'll explain everything. Do you remember? I do. You... What do you mean? Jonah is dead. He's dead? Elizabeth, do you think I've forgotten? I don't forget anything. That's my curse. Elizabeth. What are you saying? Dear God. God, I clicked. Again, no. You're lying, you're mistaken. You want to make me suffer. You don't know anything. And you're a coward. Remember, Leon. No. Yes. Stop it. Jesus, guys. What was that? The door, sir. I think someone's at the door. The door? You're right. I'll go and see. He's dead, Joseph. I just saw him. He's dead. I just saw him appear. Is this the fisherman dude? We found him. What are you saying? Your son. We found him. I knew it. Elizabeth. They found Jonah. Who? Where is he? On the cliff. The cliff? Doesn't make sense. What's he doing on the cliff? You'll see. You're right. Joseph, quick. To the forest. I don't know how to get to the cliff. The forest is dangerous. Watch out. Follow me. Off we go then. To the forest. Be vigilant. Remember the way in case you get lost. Jonas. How is he? See, it's hard to say. You'll see. Go right. Okay, so we went right. Always to the right. We go right. Straight ahead. Right, right, straight. Right, right, straight. Go left. Right, right, straight, left. Straight on. Right, right, straight, left, straight. It's not a whale. What did you say? It's not a whale. I don't understand what you're saying. In the story of Jonah, it's not a whale. Whales don't swallow people. It's a big fish. The species is not specified. Could it be a carp? What? I don't... Maybe. No, carps don't swallow men. Almost there. Go left. Okay, so we went right, right, straight, left, straight. Left? It's only literature. No one's ever been swallowed by a fish for 3 days and 3 nights. You have to read between the lines. There's a hidden meaning. Hidden meaning? Of course. It's an allegory. In reality, the story of Jonah is about metapsychosis. Metempsychosis? About what? About metempsychosis, Caesar. The transmigration of souls. Reincarnation, if you prefer. The big fish in the story, it's a uterus. You're nuts. A uterus? Of course. We are not dust, and we shall not return to dust. We come from water, and to water we shall return. After all, for 9 months we're all fish. A carp said that? No, they didn't say anything. One last effort. Go right. This is it. The cliff's just beyond those trees. Get out of the forest. This way. Hurry. There he is. On the cliff. Let's go. Jeremy. I almost got him. What do you mean? He's giving a hell of a fight. That's impossible. What? I got him. No. What the? It can't be. It's the devil's work. The line. It broke. What was that? Jonah. It's impossible, impossible. What did you do? What the hell were you doing with your fishes in that laboratory? No, the carp. Yeah, I need to sit down. Not feeling very well. The carp. They were telling the truth. Jonah is a carp. It's impossible. You're nuts. Elizabeth. She knew. She knew. Let's go home. Sure. Go. Go back and hide in your bloody manor. Was he being eaten by a carp? Do you remember the path we took? Sure. To the forest. So I need to do the opposite, right? So if we're doing opposite, we would go right, left. To the right, right again, straight on, then to the left, then straight on, then left again, and finally to the right. Well, but that doesn't make sense. That you would need to do the opposite. So it's right, right, straight, left, right. So I would need to go. I'm sorry, do you want me to do? Go right. What in the? No. Leon. Final. The mirror. Joseph. How did it go? The song? Oh, yes. Once there was a dove who looked, Jesus, at everything from above. Jonah, you should not be here. Told you not to disturb me while I'm working, young man. When she found a mirror old and dusty, she rubbed it, hoping to admire her beauty. Speak. What do you want? Speak. But the glass started glowing, and promised her anything. Oh, that's right, you can't. You're on the wrong side of the mirror. She kindly wished for peace in the world, and she fell asleep pronouncing the words. Look at my carp, Jonah. Don't you find them so fascinating? And they talk. When she finally opened his eyes, everyone was gone and soon realized, if only you could speak like they do. The moral of this song is that you have to be careful of all those who promise you gifts. You should become a carp, young man. For behind the wishes big or tiny, often lies the silent evil genie. Don't you know how? It's so easy. Life is not unlike that song. It's often, all you have to do is step through the mirror. Filled with illusions. Off you go, Jonah. When Jonah was in my belly, I sang him the song, but didn't give him nightmares. Again? Joseph. Look, Joseph. The mirror. Inside the mirror. Elizabeth? I dreamt of that mirror. Me too. How? It's impossible. I just remembered. There was someone here. Jonah. No, it was before his birth. Bloody hell. Can't remember anymore. I saw the mirror before. Or was it? In the cellar. So, you had the same dream. It's impossible. It's nonsense. In the cellar. Hurry. I wanna go in the study, but I know I'm supposed to go into the... Door's locked. Okay. So I need to go to the cellar. I always just like that guy is there. Emilio. His eyes. Poor Emilio. Damn me. If only I could remember. Listen, I have zero idea what's happening. Careful. God damn it. What the hell was that? An earthquake? An earthquake? That's nonsense. Hurry. We must follow the blood trail. I think you go straight. I don't really know. Bloody hell. Let me guess. We must follow the blood trail. Right. That's it. To the right. Right, right. Left. No, not this way. Right. Right. Straight. Do you remember your parents? No, me neither. The path. It's the same one in the forest. Do you remember when you left? When I left? Yes, when you left the manor. No, me neither. Almost there. I remember. Watch out. I've been there before. I can't remember. Joseph. That dream I had. It was 1,000 years ago. 1,000? By Our Lady of... Elizabeth. Here you are. Leon, I remember now. Jonah. On the other side, he is alive. We just have to do it again. Elizabeth? God damn it. No. So what happens if you go in? No, Elizabeth. Oh, can he not go in? Elizabeth. Why? Why is it impossible for me to get in? That's nonsense. Stupid mirror. That is nonsense. Do not understand. The mirror. In the dream. It made me a promise. Promise? Yes. I was supposed to understand. The Carps. Mirror lied to you. Lied? What the fuck is that? What the? Is that Jonah? Jonah? No. No. He's got shanked. He got carp hand. Jonah. Why? Why? Oh, God. What the hell is going on? Sit back. Fuck off, Jonah. You fish, Jonah. I feel like I should be going faster and backing up. There's right, 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 left, straight. Right, left, straight, left, straight. The Carps, they're gone. And then go right. Joseph? Joseph. Joseph, sir. Elizabeth? Over here. You're alive? Of course. Where are you? Here. Am I just going back to the goddamn thing? Move forward. Don't go forward. Oh, this fucking cave. Leon? Move forward. Don't. Oh, is that all of them? Emilio, Leon, Elizabeth, Jonah. Back already? Yes. You must be exhausted. Did the journey went well? Yes. Your coming home is a blessing, sir. They're not lying, Joseph. The Carps. They were right. I know everything. I was simply on the wrong side as you are. On the wrong side. Of course, where do you think you are? Here, Jonah's with me. Am I with you, Mom? Of course, my little dove. Forever, as long as I remember. Jonah talks. It's a blessing, sir. I'm so grateful not to see this manor fall into decay again. You're the only thing missing, Joseph. I cannot wait to see you again. Is the man coming? Of course, my little dove. Your coming home is a blessing, sir. Do not do it. No, it's time and space. That's the galaxy, right? I think I should go back. You are at that point to either enter and... But the whole point of the story and everything, I'm going back. There's 3 endings in here. And I don't know if any of them work. Like, I don't know if any of them are good. Go back to the cellar. Oh, okay, I did do it. God, that took so much longer. Just, everything was so horrible. Wow, these carps are everywhere. I hate this. Like, why? Did I actually get out? The birds. They came back. To the forest? Once there was a dove who looked at everything from above. But when she found a mirror old and dusty, she rubbed it hoping to admire its beauty. But it started glowing and promised her everything. She kindly waited for peace in the world, and she fell asleep pronouncing the words. What's that? And when she finally opened her eyes, everything was gone. She soon realized a carp. It's agonizing. The moral of the song is that you have to be careful of all those who promise you gifts. Life is not unlike that song. It's often filled with illusions. Back already? You must be exhausted. Do you have a good trip? No. Your coming home is a blessing, sir. See my uncle. It's complicated. Am I dead? Dead? There. Am I dead, Mom? No, my little dove, you're not dead. Where am I? You know it. On the wrong side. You just need a little help. That's perfectly normal. It's terrifying. Are you ready? I think so. No, I'm not ready. I just took a wrong turn. I needed to go straight, then left. Not left, then straight. Damn it. I should have written down what I needed to do. I managed to make it all the way outside and I still get this fucking ending? Ugh. Step into the mirror. You're not even... Ugh, fine. I will. Push, madam, push. He's here, your son is here. It's my son? He's perfectly healthy, sir. Are you sure? Of course, look. Wait, Elizabeth was giving... He fell asleep? Game made... What the shit was this game? I don't understand it. I loved it, though. But yeah, I have no idea what was happening in it. You don't need to understand everything in order to enjoy it. And I sure as fuck don't know what the hell happened to this. But there are 2 more endings, which is insane to me. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed this game, please share it. I'm hungry and looking for a job. Your sharing helps a lot. Thank you. See you soon. Okay, so I wonder if you replay what other endings, like how you can get the other endings. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so you can't. You can't just jump straight in and get the 3 endings. You got to replay the whole thing. So thank you, everyone. If you want to see me get the other endings, let me know in the comments below, and I will post just the other endings, I guess. I don't really know. I doubt I'll have you guys go through everything, but I will change up some things. Or if anything's new, I would show that. But yeah, this was cool. I don't know what it was, but goddamn, it was long, and I don't know what was happening, but it was still cool. Honestly, an amazing visual novel, and you should definitely check it out. If you'd like to play it yourself, you can find a link in the description below. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next game. Goodbye.